Eat worms. You fat fuck. Pets cry easily. Long ago, in pre-colonial South America, lived a brave cobbler who was seeking the cure for death on the palace grounds, when he spotted an unmarried single mother. Single mother? Where can a brave cobbler like myself find the cure for death? He asked the single mother. The single mother thought long and hard, and then she said, "The cure for death is in the place you call home." The cobbler blessed the single mother and took her advice to heart. A couple of days later, as he was burning a slave, the cobbler finally understood what the single mother had meant. Holy is the son who is proud of his God, for he shall receive a magic flute. And not a day went by when he did not thank the single mother. Invert your respiratory system backwards. Repeat to yourself, "My life is pointless, my life is pointless." Doesn't it make sense that disturbing thoughts can become fun if you stop being so narrow-minded? Embrace the fact that coincidence has a mind of its own. Breathe deeply. Remember to say to yourself, "My living is temporary." Take a deep breath. In. And out. Notice the connection between your spine and time itself. Selling out freedom begins with selling out ourselves. Open your mind and be the first person to deflate what any lesser intelligent human being would find undeflatable. Can you feel how your testicles are breathing together with what you had for dinner last night? You can be a human. Squeeze your belly button inwards. Medicines are figments of your imagination. Forget the fact that lose your mind over the infinite. Your spine is independent from the earth. Meditate on this very old proverb: with impressive salvation comes impressive strength. Keep on breathing. Notice the sensation of how your muscles are relaxing. Remember how the ancient ones said, you can feel mad. Conformity is usually accompanied by fantasy.
I think we're all set. Yeah. Got all the things. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. It's making me crazy. I need to just start forgetting something on purpose. Pud, no, it's not time yet. I need to start forgetting something on purpose that I can just do right away. Like wake up the tablet. I usually forget that. Oh. Catnip. Oh, it is time. It is time, Pud. Guess what? Don't just look at me like you're dying. How you doing tonight, Casey? Well, we'll start with that then, since I didn't actually start doing anything yet. I'll unpause that so I can make a little bit of noise. Make this go. Pud, she's here for you. Pud, have Crackers explain to you that somebody else is doing this for you. I'm pretty sure Crackers understands a good amount of English. Pud, I'm not even sure if he understands his name. I'm gonna bend this. There we go. Oops. Oh. I'm yanking the phone a lot while it's already on the thing. Oh, uh-oh. You gotta rotate phone. There we go. Oh, ow. This hospital chair that I got that I really like has a dangerous trip hazard sticking out of it. Yeah, you're also a dangerous trip hazard, fatty. Are you coming up here to get this, or are you going to stay down there? Because I'm not bending that far. Let me grab the catnip so I don't forget. Colombit, how you doing tonight? Yeah, Pud, it's right here. He's so excited. Crackers, you're going to have to come up here for this. Okay, he just got so excited that he nuzzled me instead of trying to lick the treat. Pud, I know you have food. Pud, Spaceman Spiff says hi. What are you doing, Pud? Eat the treat. Oh my god, that was your fault somehow, Pud. I think he's just excited that he doesn't have to compete with Crackers. There, he'll get it. He'll get it licking. Pud, get in there. Pud, get in there and lick it. Don't you give up. He gave up on it because he wants it from the tube. Pud, you're dumb. Let it be Buff Stream? Pud Stream? Crackers, did you get some on your boy tits? You totally did. Here you go. We're gonna hold your head back. Oh my god. He's trying to jump so hard. Crackers, that's gotta hurt. Don't pull your own hair that hard. Oh my god. Crackers, you're starting to make it feel like spousal abuse. What was that chomp? Oh. Yeah, I got distracted by the cat. I saw it. And then Casey was on the button. Oh. I also saw a Multiverses tweet right before I went live. They're trying to backpedal on the buying lives thing. So the single-player campaign of Multiverses, the higher difficulty modes, beyond the very easy ones, have a limited number of lives. And then the game literally tells you, like, oh, you can buy more lives. Or you can pay even more, like $10 to refill all your lives. And they're trying to literally say, oh, that was a bug. We accidentally, like through some sort of magic, created this whole system of buying lives that even has clear dialogue on restoring all of your lives for money, for cash money, using the in-game cash currency. That was a bug. Oops. We're going to remove that. Like, literally just say, yeah, we made a mistake and we recognize the community hates it. We're going to backpedal on monetizing single player in that way. But no, they don't care. Can someone please lick this mess? Crackers, you're on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, removing Iron Giant midway through. And Iron Giant isn't even the only guy who has, like, a busted infinite right now. He does have a pretty busted infinite. And they probably should do something about it. But honestly, they could have just disabled his taunt. Or disabled access to the taunt perk that makes that work. Superman has a infinite already, too. You just thought about biting me, Crackers. I saw that. What are you guys being like this for? I know you have food and water. You're acting like you're starving. Yeah, Crackers is chompy. Crazy jump. We'll see what that is. Yeah, the Iron Giant thing in particular pissed me off. Because I was thinking about, like, well, maybe I'll just keep doing some of the little free things, because maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll backpedal on the speed, or they'll have, like, a speed option or something, or change how speed works in 1v1 versus 2v2, and we'll get something back to how it used to be. But no, they clearly don't. They haven't talked about it even once, and then they go ahead and remove Iron Giant, who is definitely my main in doubles and co-main in singles. I love Iron Giant. Iron Giant's a fucking goofball. Got a little bit left here. Oop. Pud, no, it's for you too. Hey. Get it. Get a little bit there. There we go. Now you can run away. Yeah, well, it's weird because it was better in beta. It was a great game in beta. It was rough around the edges, but the lead dev was really responsive, and a lot of it was good, and overall, the experience in beta was great. I love playing multiverses in open beta. It was the first time I had played a platform fighter that I felt could potentially dethrone Smash for me. That could actually be better than Smash Bros. Yeah, Superman has an infinite as well. I swear to God, I saw another infinite with Jason, but I couldn't find it when I was looking. So it might have just been somebody styling or something. No infinite fisties. It costs money. Superman? No, I did not catch the joke. Okay, Mario Maker. Chair in the right spot. Oh. You could probably get fisties whenever I was streaming. Oops, that's the wrong camera. By just setting up like a browser that auto refreshes, I guess, but then you're technically view botting. Puzzle world of this level. Oh, yeah. They did make a joke about that in the trailer, but I haven't seen the Iron Giant movie since I was like a fucking kid, and I had no access to it at all. Could not get it. But I remember it from the trailer. I found a way to get the Wow. The mobile app is pretty rough. I found a way to get the open beta to still work. It's definitely still playable, since they basically switched the open beta client to an offline mode. Hold on. I forgot everything. Since they basically switched the open beta client to offline mode, it's very easy to get it to just work. It still needs to be launched from Steam, so you have to do it in Steam, with Steam in offline mode, because it needs to be able to launch the stupid anti-cheat client, even though there's nothing to unhook it from the anti-cheat client. Like, there's no reason for the anti-cheat client to still be hooked in at all, because you can't play it online. But playing the open beta client, along, and then going back and forth between that and the new client is just depressing. Puzzle world of this level. It has been puzzly. We made a good amount of progress yesterday, and then we got really lost. Completed those. Yeah, Iron Giant with the Superman S on his chest is one of the only default, like, unlocked skins in the game. Yeah, I love the open beta. I watched through a bunch of my old clips in open beta. I had so much goddamn fun with it. They really had something special. And I understand a lot of the criticisms that people had. Movement at a high level was hard to track. It was a little hard to understand if you weren't really engaged with the game. And I can understand why, especially since the game wanted you to play doubles, why that would be bewildering for a lot of people. But it also really clearly had kind of an insane skill ceiling and kind of just a unbelievably unique flow of combat. And slowing it down and making it so that... Boy, that is so inconsistent. Slowing it down and making it so that... Like, I'm fine with limiting dodges. Limiting the dodges the way they did, totally a good idea. Some people went absolutely apeshit on dodges. I think they should have limited it more the way that Smash did it, rather than having a cooldown. Just having it uncool faster, basically. But having it warm back up faster. But they removed the incredibly powerful movement of the dashes, because it basically, in open beta, you had 2 infinite-ish air dodges, and several jumps. So it was a really in-air fighter. What the hell just came out of there? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Yeah. Oh, did you think I wasn't going to rant about multiverses for the rest of my life? Well, think again. I'm one for it. I was really excited for the relaunch. I actually stayed a little disengaged from it. I unfollowed a bunch of the stuff on Twitter and everything because it was so heartbreaking to see the dumb media posts and the news and everything. Because I wanted to play it again. Natalie, how you doing? Make it easier to see cat cam. Well, it's just Crackers licking himself, but we got that. There, now we have transparent infinite Crackers. What he desires to. If there was some way for him to know he was in the way of the gameplay, he would be really happy. Oh, I should go turn the recursion effect back on. And then let's reduce his opacity slightly. You can still kind of see behind him. He knows, in his heart he knows. Crackers, you know you're in the way right now, right? You are in the way of the game. Did you know that? That'll teach me. Natalie, how you doing tonight? I'm more to lick. He thought it was pointing at something to lick. That's what he's doing. And now I think he's licking the spot where we spilled some of the treat. He's very high. We found a sick. Pollen was really bad in Wisconsin. And I went outside, but I seem to be okay, so maybe I missed the bad pollen. I don't know. I feel like pollen's always bad, and air quality's always bad lately. Although I haven't seen bad Canada air in, I guess, a couple of days now, a week or so. You know, people pay for and eat pollen? Is this going to be like a honey joke, or people just eat pollen on purpose? Because why? Let's shift Mr. Recursive Cat over here. We'll pay big dollars to eat it. Weird. Do they know what the bees can do with that pollen? They make honey, and that tastes fucking good. The new snake oil. I saw some really weird thing. I've been watching through, where did it go? That thing is so inconsistent. It is very inconsistent. I spent an inordinate amount of time confused in that specific spot because it was very inconsistent. Apparently you do want to give children allergens when they're young. Like, you want to give them at least a little bit of, peanut butter and strawberries and shit and, like, common childhood allergy things. I thought the going advice was, like, absolutely do not let them even, like, look at a peanut until they're, like, 2 or something. But I thought that was really weird, and it sounded like everybody had heard of it, and it was real, and yeah, and it sounded like that is the new, you know, thing. And it was weird, because I thought it was going to be a snake oil thing, and they were like, no, we've all heard that. We all fill our children with peanuts or whatever. You can eat bee pollen for AIDS? I'm gonna need to see some studies. Oh, is this like, what's the actress who, makes stuff smell like her vag? Is this one of her things? Dude. It says you can't eat it? Yeah. Yeah, I know stuff like that shifts. I just thought it was really funny that the allergen stuff shifted so severely. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh my god. Yeah, something is really wrong with that lady. Okay. I don't like that every single answer is wrong. Dude. Oh, this site can't be reached. Doesn't even go to a text file. It just says no, it does not. Bee pollen has to be pretty hard to gather. Right? If people are getting pollen off of bees, not plants? Well, no, they're probably shaking it off the plants. I mean, I guess bees automate it, but don't they eat it? Don't they stick it in their gut? Well, I know there's the thing with allergies, too, that excessive exposure, repeated exposure. Oh, Crackers is out of here. He doesn't want to be big anymore. Repeated exposure can make the allergy worse. That's the thing. Does bee pollen apply to all bees? I don't know. Do you eat the whole bee? Yeah, honey is delicious vomit. I don't know if the bees store the pollen before they make honey, or if they, like, what they do with it in between it being honey and not being honey. Just eating honey does the same thing. I do eat a lot of honey, but it is not from local bees. I put it in smoothies because it tastes good. Why? Why? It's not that I have to go fast. It's not that I have to go slow. It just doesn't work half the time. Ugh. It would be nice to be able to eat a bunch of honey and not have allergies. You can't take any medications for them. Man, I have, oh, I can't see it from here. Nope, can't see it. I have one of the 24-hour ones, like, right next to me. That I take pretty often. It's usually pretty helpful. But it often makes me a little, spacey. Get bad reactions from allergy meds? You're allergic to allergy meds? Boy, that's a problem. You allergic to, what's the big one? Are you allergic to the antihistamines? Not an allergy, no. Then I guess maybe they can treat it with allergy meds. What's the one they do for anaphylaxis? To stop anaphylaxis? Epinephrine, I think? I guess you wouldn't know unless you needed it. A side effect. It sucks. Is chat walking you through a level blindfolded 10,000 fisties? Because it's a fucking hassle. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's a big hassle. Because I have to go and get the portable monitor and then hook it up to my phone and then put chat in my eyeballs so that I can see chat but not the level. It takes a minute. It's an expensive reward with the hassle. Oh, didn't want to get that. Yeah, it really seems like every single answer here. Blindfolded run, next life. XB5K. Not haggling. No auction system. Oh, I went on the fucking vine, didn't I? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know where I am. What the fuck pipe did I just go in? Oh, I must have climbed all the way up to the top, so I must be in that hint room. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, I was in the hint room. I have redeemed chat while see through a level at home. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, I mean, I'll suffer the expensive one for longer. So there's a very high chance I would veto it on a troll level. Ugh, I really wish there was just a spike on this side. They could have put a spike right up above that Mario 2 mushroom, and I wouldn't have had to deal with all that frustrating duck through. I feel like chat would just troll you and lead you into the ante. Probably. Yeah, I would have to rely on the contrarianism of at least the one person who wants to be like, who always wants to be on the other side, who would be like, well, chat's being mean, so I'm going to be helpful. Well, chat's being helpful, so I'm going to be mean. Oops. Oh, I should have taken damage. Imagine leading to the soft lock. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, I'm over this level. This is literally a soft lock. Yeah, I'm over it. I am very over it. They made bad choices. Yeah, really, really weird pacing. We get to the first checkpoint so fast, And then we spend so much time at the second and third checkpoint, and it's just bonkers. Yeah, poor choices made all over the place. Weird puzzly things that stick out. Oh yeah, that's a very low clear rate. Even for a troll level, I feel like that's very low. Let's go yell at Endless. Maybe I'll go find something. Yeah, I kind of want to play good troll level. We'll do a little bit of Endless, though. Then I'll go find something on the Discord. You get mad at, probably. Yeah, Multiverse is also one of the few times where, besides Mario Maker, where I would keep playing a game. I would just kind of stick to it and keep playing it, which, oh, naked pipes. What in the hell are we doing? Add bee pollen. Nope. Doesn't like it. I don't appear to have infinite, Case, thanks for dropping something in there. I don't appear to have infinite, swords from anywhere. Oh, good. Oh, good. Weird level. There's more swords up there. Weird level. Maybe I'm supposed to take damage and go down there? Maybe not. Neither of these are enterable. Okay. Oh, I see it. I see it and I'm blind. Yeah. Structuring this way with the, one ways makes it hard to overlook, or easy to overlook the hard block there. Hate you. What are we doing here? This does not seem right. What is this goddamn level? At first, it really seemed like, because playing Multiverses in the open beta, one of the lead developers was really player engaged and generally really friendly. Even replied to me a few times on Twitter, like was really engaged with everybody, even pretty small accounts. He hasn't really been responding to anything, except for like fluff stuff where people are like just being really nice. Or really complimentary, or asking really simple questions that are not critical at all. If you need a key, go through the door. Yeah, maybe. And there might be a key in that Goomba there. Oh, did I just break everything? Yep. Can I go through this? Yes. Oh, mama. There's no way for me to re-enter this, if I flip it, so what the hell are we doing here? Oh, I think I see. I think they want me to put a bomb up there. They just put it in the worst possible position. Yep. Right above the door. You have all the space. What are you doing? Upside down pipes? Okay, now you want to show me that I can go through these. Is that for a reason? This pipe is enterable. Why didn't he just use a wall on the other side? Oh my god. Oh. Weird level. This is a really weird level. It had a concept, but not like a grasp on how to execute that in a satisfying way. Weird level. Rip top of the goal. Nope, I did not touch the button. I was confused. I was still in the process of being very confused. Yeah, I was afraid to hold right, too, because at that point it was just like, well, can I trust anything here? Traumatized. E11. BMG. We have some really good stuff coming out. Like, I'm not going to be brokenhearted about Multiverse, but it's been harder to engage with Smash lately, too. So having something I could play online and be satisfying really, really sucked when Multiverses went down, when there was no more online play. Smash Online is fucking terrible. Just at the level on your yard. Alright. Casey, what do you want me to take a look at? 2021. It's been a really long time since you made a level. Yeah, there's really good stuff coming out. I'm really enjoying Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remake. The last game in the Paper Mario series. You know, it's good they ended on a high note. Whatever you want to play. 2.5% clear rate. But that's going to be a double shell jump, though, isn't it? Gotta be. Oh, we'll look at it. We'll look at it. We got all the time in the world. Luigi's Mansion 2 remake is coming up, and I swear to God, I saw some stuff about them not kicking you out of the mansions. Oh, no double shell jumps. Okay. Kicking you out of the mansions was one of the things that made LM2 feel the worst. I don't know how to double shell jump. I can a little bit in Super Mario World. I can't at all in Mario Maker. Like, I probably could if it was indicated the whole way, get through it, but I wouldn't be happy about it. Yep. I don't really remember it, but I remember thinking the Luigi's Mansion 2 multiplayer was really cool. So I hope that it is cool in the remake. Esports. Thought there was another one, but there isn't. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Elden Ring DLC is coming up. I picked up Animal Well that I don't think I'm gonna have time to touch it because all these other things are coming out. Oops. Okay, I just need to hold jump there. Need more coffee. Oop, oh. I was reporting bad bitrate, but OBS isn't. Weird. I like the little piggy sounds. The parts do a lot of work. They communicate a lot of things to the player. Like that they are stinky. Oops. Did not need to spin jump. I got a bug up my ass to make fresh garlic pasta because I had some garlic I wanted to use up. So I made some pasta. Oh my god, I did it again. Made some pasta from scratch. Really fast. It's a pretty quick process. You didn't indicate the first Z, so now I'm like making the wrong choice. That's your fault. Pretty easy to know what to do with a bomb. There we go. Jump Team released, oh, I was supposed to go in it, damn it. Ratchet, how you doing tonight? Jump Team released, new ROM hack. They make really, really, really good hacks. Yeah, they make some of my absolute favorites have been Jump Team. And I haven't gotten a chance to take a look at that yet either. No! I let go of jump, I didn't let go of run. Oh. I let go of being good at Mario Maker a long time ago. Oh, is the screen overlay not working? Oh, it's not. I forgot to hit start. Now I won't have a record of being mad at that level. You got a level that needs playtesting? Well, what do you know? I am a guy who playtests levels. Like peanut butter and jelly. Dumb. Oh, why? Why did it? Why is it that? Oh. I must have been late, I'm guessing, is why it was like that. I hope that's it. Otherwise, the flow's been really good on the way there. I've also been able to get away with just holding jump, which has been helpful. Oh my god. No, I think you wanted it to be tight. Oh, I'm supposed to go under them, huh? I bet I can go under them. Sure. I'm gonna exit and re-enter so that my timer starts. Should catch it. You gonna do your job? Yes, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of figuring the Switch was gonna be dead for basically the whole year. So it was gonna be a lot of PC stuff while we slowly wait for new Super Switch 2U or whatever the hell they're gonna call it. I really hope they call it something really stupid. The Nintendo Adapt. That might actually be the worst possible thing to have to Google, because Googling Nintendo Switch was a nightmare when it first came out. Yeah, I go under. Oh, and I'm over. And I'm over it. Dude, is there... What was up in the pipe? What was up in the pipe? Is there bonus room? Oh, there was a little bonus room. Didn't miss anything, though. GG. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, flow's really good. I was a little concerned, you can almost squeeze in there. So if I had any feedback, if for some reason you were like, I want to go back and fix that or rework that, making it so it doesn't look possible at all to squeeze in on top of those blocks would be helpful. Because that was my initial thought, and I could see someone pretty much exactly as dumb as me. Yeah, it was a little Yoshi bonus room with 3 lives in it. I saw in the viewer. Someone pretty much exactly as dumb as me could have spent a lot of time trying to go over it before being like, oh my god, go under. It's very minor. If you're that deep in a level like that, you should figure out go under, be an adult. But in general, I think on screen. Switch 2's fine. I thought it was really funny when the Switch came out, how annoying it was to Google the Nintendo Switch, because you would just get stuff for like products that were switches, HDMI switches, and that kind of stuff. So something even dumber or harder to search for. The Nintendo Adapt would be pretty bad. Nintendo AC Adapt. That would be the worst possible thing. You would never find the information you were looking for. Likely a spot to murder Yoshi because the person I made the level for likes to be mean to Yoshi. Yeah, there was a pit next to it, but there was a pit down there too, so there were options. You had options. You had lots of options. LW7, JQF, RYF, Esports. Castle aboard the Iggy Express. 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, let's take a peek. Game called 1-2 Switch, and that's on Switch 2. 1-3 Switch on Switch 2. Impossible to find any information on. That said, though, let's be real. There isn't one single human being who has ever Googled 1-2 Switch to be like, oh, what's this game about? Nobody gives a shit about 1-2 Switch. Okay, it's a cute train. You need to shorten both of those fire bars. The player is absolutely going to go in there and do that, and the last thing you want to do is have it be an unavoidable or nearly unavoidable death trap. I think that's unavoidable. The player should be able to at least stand safe in the center. I think you need to shorten both of them. Or at least shorten one of them and they can get off to one side. It'll feel more natural to straighten up right in the center. There was, Little Nemo the Dream Master for the NES. Was a game made for like a anime movie or American anime movie, I don't remember. But the game was actually really great. And there was a train level and it was horrible. It was such a horrible goddamn auto-scroll level. The train levels always remind me of that. Most of the levels in the game, you had to collect a series of keys that allowed you to complete the level. And for some reason, this was like the second or third stage in the game. It was auto-scroller, and if you didn't have the keys, you were just dead. Like, that was it. You're fucked. And in any other level, you could... yeah, I think it was the third level. Any other level, you could backtrack. You could backtrack and look for the keys, and there were a good number of extra keys. But doing a really difficult auto-scroll level, where you also are still looking for keys, it always baffled me. Like, why the hell am I doing keys? I survived. That's the level. It was a really fun game, though. You, as a little kid, had no combat ability until the last level. Prior to the last level, you had candy, and you could give candy to animals, and they would pass out, and then you could crawl inside of them and control their bodies. It was pretty goddamn weird. But it all worked really well, and a lot of the animals that you could take over would have some combat abilities, but they all varied from jumping on stuff, to punching stuff, to not doing anything. And then in the very last level, you got a scepter that you could only shoot at a 45-degree angle that you fought 2 bosses with. It was a weird game. It was a lot of fun, though. Yeah, it had a train level in it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, I think that's a guaranteed hit there. Unfortunate. Little Nemo the Dream Master, though. I will say that's one of those like hidden gems that you don't see on a lot of like best NES games. It's a really fun game. Which chain chomps will fuck off. Yeah, just a little shorter. So the player can actually get out of there or dodge them a little bit. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a lot of fun. I remember seeing the movie at some point as a kid, and that there were some really loose ties, but like back then too, a lot of times, like property tied. Oh, why do I keep doing that? Video games tied to movies and TV show properties weren't always bad. They were often really good. The Toy Story games for the Super Nintendo were really good. Esports. There's a 7-Up game that people really liked for the Super Nintendo, too. I never played it, but I always heard it was really good. Oh my god, MC Kids? Or, well, probably Mick Kids, but Mick Kids for the NES was like a crazy Mario 3 style platformer for the NES that was McDonald's-y and McDonald's themed, but it was legitimately fucking great. And it did, like anti-gravity stuff, like running up the sides of walls and running on the ceiling before we even saw that in like Super Mario World. Like it was pretty far ahead of its time as far as platforming stuff that Nintendo even ended up using later. If I recall, I think you had to like collect all the hidden collectibles to unlock the last thing too. Like they did a lot of really modern platformer things that we didn't see until much later. A really fun game. And I fucking hate McDonald's. Yeah, Cool Spot. Cool Spot was real popular. I never played it. Oh, was that 7-Up? I think that was 7-Up. Either way, putting sunglasses on a dot, I did not think constitutes making an actual mascot. That's the laziest mascot on Earth. End of the train. Yeah, there's a good number of power-ups in there, which is nice. Was this supposed to be the inside of a train cart? Oh my god, okay. It's not coming for me. Kind of in a lot of trouble if we get hit there. We really want to be able to hug the wall. Oh my god, seriously? Why is that a conditional power-up? Don't put the player in a worse position after they respawn than if they didn't respawn. That's mean. Something blew up when I did that. I guess we're gonna be trolling a lot. Oops. How fast Mario is? Okay. If you're setting the player up right before a boss fight after a long auto-scroller, it's just objectively less annoying if I get the same power-up, the second time through. Oh god, especially if it's gonna be kind of a long fight. Where I'm grabbing these shells to throw at him. That's what we're doing. Oh, man. If you want to go with the, well, that's how Classic Mario is defense, I would like to raise you all the Mario games where you just jump on the boss. In almost every single Mario game in the history of all Mario games. And in the event of them having a more challenging or unusual boss in any of the more modern games, like, say, New Soup, they gave you a shitload of power-ups on the way there. Ah. Lombit, thanks for dropping something in there. Was Spuds McKenzie a last mascot? A valid mascot? He was fine, I guess. Oh, Spuds McKenzie. I thought of the Futurama Slug thing, and I was like, yep, that was a mascot for Slug Beverage. I have no idea who Spuds McKenzie is. Dude, is that really a dog? Bud Light? Bud Light just had a dog for a while in the late 80s. I guess I must have just missed it or not cared. Looks pretty lazy. Pretty ugly dog, too. I don't know what those dogs are called. Like what that exact type of dog is, but they always creep me out a little bit. Their eyes look weird. They look like they're squinting in judgment. I can't imagine a squirrel suit would make it too easy, especially since we're already investing some time in the fight one way or the other. But if it makes it too easy, then do you want to even give a squirrel suit in the first place? Esports. Ow. Ow. You reached out to your school. You want a drawing to be in the Clydesdale Horse Ambassador? To be the Clydesdale Horse Ambassador? Got lots of beer merch, including plush spuds. At school? Crazy. Although, that said, the amount of advertising children see now is absolutely bonkers. Like, even if you don't have any kids, watch a kid on an iPad for 10 minutes at some point. Oh, just go on my body, goddamn. That's something. Yeah, I feel like the amount of chain chomps that he's spitting out are a lot of what's making this difficult to deal with. You don't get our ad campaign? TGR liked it. I am. Yeah, there are some things I get a little squirrely about. One of them is Sticker Star and people who think it's not a bad game, as we discussed at length yesterday, and more in the Discord, which definitely resulted in somebody giving me like the full like, really, dude? Really? And fucking advertisement. Hate ads so goddamn much. And it's not even that endorsement of a product is necessarily a bad thing, but it hit both. Dumb. Especially if a product is useful. Like, I use a VPN. I would probably take a VPN sponsorship from a VPN that I use. I've been using private internet access forever, but any of them that have a relatively easy-to-use client like that, I would probably want to use, as long as they had a history of not logging and not being able to share those logs when compelled. I like the Mio energy stuff a lot. I put that in all my water all the goddamn time. Man, just the shadiness of advertising and the shadiness of influencer advertising at this point too. ETA Prime put up a video on some AR glasses that was very, very clearly, literally just a sponsored video. He did not disclose the sponsorship anywhere. It wasn't anywhere in the video or even implied, obviously, a sponsorship. It didn't have a hashtag buried anywhere. It was just a sponsored video where he covered all the talking points for the thing. They basically read all the advertising material off and that was fine. I did the same thing with my World 2 boss, the progressive power-up, but it was a bit easier. Make the blaster just shoot coins, yeah. You can block the blaster from shooting anything. From shooting anything, through some nonsense, but it might be a lot more work than it's worth. Just having it shoot coins would be less annoying. But does he need the blaster? The blaster is to prevent me from damaging him directly right away? Can I just get in there? I can't get in there until I get rid of the chain chomp, it looks like. Esports. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this room. Yeah, we need the chain chomp gone, and then it'll be able to shift around on top. Oh. We also aren't safe on top of him, so we, in general, are going to get burned about half the time we're on top of him, or have to get on and off while we're trying to dodge all the stuff that's going on, which, again, will be less bad with the squirrel suit, but it's still a little annoying. Because I'm especially inclined to stay on top of him because I don't want too many chain chomps to build up. There we go. Oh, grape soda does hurt. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Maybe not even doing the rising lava once we open the thing there. You could have other ways to tier the door opening up a little bit at a time, or making the player do something with the shell that they collect to hit him with. Oh. But it's way too many things going on. For a single hit, it's a really, really, really annoying boss fight. Get on him until he misaligns here, and then we should be able to just step on him. Oh, maybe that's a consequence of hitting him with the shell once. But yeah, I don't think he's going to do it on his own. Yeah, there we go. Then it offsets, then we can just hit him. Took me a while to find a good troll. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, then he misaligns. There we go. Just hit him. Pissed. I guess I could go grab another friggin' shell. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, every single individual choice here that's a little frustrating contributes to every single other troll being more frustrating. Every single other little challenge being even... You changed directions midway through there because there were so many goddamn chomps. Oh, and if you get an almost perfect setup getting in there, and everything goes well, then it's relatively easy to work through. But like, as we've seen, the number of times where things just don't line up in a way that's reasonable or easy to deal with, coupled with the fact that we can basically only take 2 hits, makes it really easy to just be in a really, really, really tough position here. Off. Gonna give it one more shot here. I assume there's probably nothing after the boss fight except for the end anyway, so we're probably not missing anything, but yeah, the fight is extremely frustrating. The rest of the level was nice. The boss fight doesn't take place in like an obvious train, which is weird. I feel like you'd want to make it look like it's inside of a train car or something. But it's also fine. If this theming is supposed to be somehow train-ish, though, it does not hit me that. It does not strike me that way. Yeah, and as we've seen a good number of times here too, even if you hang on to the mushroom, the number of instant death things that can happen is very, very high with the poison. Let's keep this. We're gonna go step on him. There we go. Oh god, and then that doesn't die or stop either. Oh. That got us the first time we beat him too. Maybe one every 5 coins? That was more. That was more than I needed. It was a little more sound effects than I needed. Oh. Oh, yeah. Plummet, I appreciate you trying to find a good troll. Here's hoping. Yeah. Boss fight needs work. The rest of it I really liked. Boss fight is really just heavy. More capacity to take damage would be helpful. Like, you could leave it as it is. If you gave the player the squirrel suit every time would probably help, and maybe even have a power-up the player can grab. One power-up, not infinite powers, but one mushroom they could grab in the arena, maybe. Maybe one they could hit out of a block on the other side opposite the door with a shell. So then it's one they have to do a little bit of work for. And then you could basically leave it as is. That would give the player plenty of buffer to deal with, and you'd still have esports. A lot of deaths from falling in the goddamn grape soda. LFK. Okay, HD1. 5. SG. Troll. Booze. 50 coin trap. Okay. That's got a lot of likes. Okay. Let's see what happens here. The description says short troll, Teresa's 50 coin trap is how the translator translated. I'm going in there. Okay. I mean, I figured, but I also figured, you know, maybe this is part of like the motif for the level, and we wanna see it right away. Okay. Oh, I went back just in case. Oh no! I went back just in case, figuring it might be something cool. That was pretty good. Oh man, I haven't had like my back get all shitty and spastic on me in a couple of weeks now. But the chair definitely is helping. It's really, really nice to have a chair that's actually built to be appropriate. Now, I can't believe there wasn't another thing that was bad, or like a one-up and then a bad thing. Oh, oh, that was all pretty slick. I'm gonna grab this though. Uh-oh. I guess I'm not gonna grab this. That was all real slick. Can't take any damage. Yeah, can't take any damage. Okay. Oh. It was all pretty slick, but suddenly I have a headache. But yeah, I can't praise this enough. I really like putting wheels on chairs I wasn't supposed to put wheels on. But, man, getting a recliner, a hospital-style, like, hospice recliner, that was the right choice. This is an excellent chair that can move around a good bit, and is actually comfortable, and is, ergonomic, because you put people in it who are going to be really sad for a long time. Okay. Let's skip that? Yeah, let's skip that. Because then we can hang on to Link. Oh, actually, we technically could get this, if we really wanted to. I can't see how that would be useful, so let's just keep Link. Yeah, we needed to keep Link also, so that's good. Does it have a lift motor? Man, I wish, but that would be expensive, and I'd have to plug it in, so I wouldn't use it. It does have a weird little footrest thing, and it's technically like a wheelchair. Ex of mine, her mom had real bad Huntington's, and she basically lived in one of these chairs, but I would sit in it when she wasn't in it. And they're really great. And they're basically giant, kind of heavy wheelchairs, but they're really nice. And this one has, like, the wheelchair footrest for you to strap, like, the foot to. It does have a big thing on the side to control how the wheels move, too. Esports. Yeah, hospital recliner. They're not too expensive. You could pick up a used one on eBay. I was seeing them for a couple $100. And I'm pretty sure, I feel like this definitely beats the ergonomics of, like, even one of the really nice, what are they called? The Harman chairs? The Aeron that everybody likes. The Herman Miller. There we go. No get? Yeah, no get. Okay, I see it. Oh, then I get locked in. Damn it, he knew I was going to try. Bought a couple of motorized recliners that have a lift in it. Yeah, those, I've seen those. I could see that being really cool if you have trouble getting up. I'm a little lazy about getting up in, like, a traditional recliner because you, like, melt into it. This is a really, like, flat and appropriate thing, too, so it's pretty easy to get in and out of. I mean, I'm sure if you're really old, it would be hard to get out of, but it's pretty easy. Oop. Do I still get a flower? Not if I don't get the mushroom. They wanted because they wanted motorized recliners, I found a cheap lift chair. They got my grandpa. Like a wall lift chair? Or just like a chair that, like, does that? I did it again. My brain's breaking. Yeah, I got really lucky with these hospital recliners. They were $30 at a local thrift store. I bought a bunch of them. A chair that lifts up so the old... Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, this lacks the back massager. That would be really nice. Don't get big mushroom. Oh, that breaks the mushroom. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, okay. That was fast. That was very fast, and it did a lot of work really quickly. That was good. Oh. Yeah, you spend a lot of time in a chair. So it's kind of crazy, like, how so many jobs will be so lazy about, like, providing a decent chair. Like, dude, if you're gonna sit in it for 8 hours a day, it should actually work. It should have lumbar support and make you want to sit up straight because it's comfortable that way. That's what I really liked about a good recliner, is that it is comfortable that way, but they're also recliners, you know, they're furniture, they fall apart. Eventually. That was also really nice about the hospital chair, is the whole thing on the inside is solid wood and steel. The fucking thing is built like a literal tank. So I feel like these will last a really long time too, which would be nice. I would really like to not have to figure out another chair solution in 2 years. Did it again. I need to hold left or hold right. Probably hold left. I feel like my grandpa might have had one of those power recliners that lifted up, but never used it. I remember it had a bunch of buttons on it, though, and it had like an arm... Oops, I'm dumb. An arm that lifted up. And there were a bunch of remotes in there for the chair. The chair that was mine was worn out and old when I started. Yeah, it's just crazy. Just a crazy thing to ignore. I have often brought my own chairs into work. Because, yeah, the ones provided are often really, really awful. I actually brought one of these into work, into my office. Esports, which barely has room for it, but it does have room for it. But it is nice. Since the whole thing is flat and really, like, appropriately angled, it does encourage me to actually sit up straight, and it's the right thing to sit in. There we go. Don't punish me. This. What is this? That definitely looks like a prank. That white tile, that white is fake, right? Yeah, the white there is fake, and I'm gonna land on that guy. Oh, man. That's what it was. Okay. No, it was definitely suspicious. Wait, can you kill this guy with a stump? Boss thought about it for a bit. Said, okay. Oh wait, your boss brought a really nice chair up for your other coworker. Oh, okay. So then you ended up getting a nice chair. Because somebody else got a nice chair. Yeah, car seats can be rough too. I had a pillow in my ancient-ass Mercedes. Because the fucking seat was just falling apart. It was stuffed with this really weird, like, fibrous stuff. It was really, really weird filling. Like a friggin' 70s car, and it was just weird. Almost looked like straw filling. There it is. Anything's better than the old chair, yeah? Yeah, I mean, I have picked up a lot of chairs off the road. I'm not above that. But that's also not what I want my chair to be if I sit in it 8 hours a day. So... not today. Oh, I can walk on that. I don't totally understand what that setup is, but we seem to be okay. Oh. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good setup that they had there. A lot of work went into that. Yeah, I mean, the absolute first thing you have to do is, like, the full gamer sniff. Like, get in there. Get in there like nobody's watching. Oh my god. You want to do... Hang on, let me find the video. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Just in case nobody had that. That's worth pulling up for the reference here. This happened at GDQ one year. No, fuck off. Fuck off. No music. Alright. So Big Tits McGee over here gets up. He's watching. He's waiting for it. He gets in there. He gives her a sniff. That's the whole thing. He got in there and he gave the chair a sniff. He was trying to be discreet about it, but you know what he was doing. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you don't want anything ripped. You don't want any weird, like, butthole area stains, because you know it's gonna be some horrible stink. Fucking great. Ugh. And I can't imagine the seat sniffer. Like, the guy who gets in there and wants to sniff the seat. Like, the amount of grossness there of like, I just want to smell where her butt was. Like, dude, that's... At best, you're gonna just smell like BO and, like, maybe farts. Like, what is wrong with you? Anything else would be less creepy. Not more appropriate, but less, like, less gross, less terrifying. So, pipe? Okay, not too hard to get in the pipe. Looks like it might be, but it wasn't too bad. We do have a key. I wonder if we'll need the key. Thrift stores are real nice, and if they have them, where you guys are, Habitat for Humanity Restore is like this crazy place. Are they national? Let me put it in Google. I hope they're national, because they're fucking awesome. Store. Zoom way out. It does not look like they're national. There are a couple of them in Wisconsin. Oh, you have a restore? Okay, well then, it's bad at searching the map. Oh yeah, no, they are national. It's just not showing me unless I zoom the map way out first. Cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yours is overpriced? Oh, man. Yeah. They'll usually have nice task chairs and office chairs in good condition for 10 to 20 bucks. I bought a sink. I bought a full NSF stainless steel sink, like a full standing sink unit that's huge, like gigantic, for 50 bucks. We bought a bunch of floor tiles there. We bought a bunch of stuff. It is an absolute godsend for, like, house. How the fuck was that the end of the level? How the fuck was that the end of the level? What the fuck? Oh my god, what is with people tricking me into the end of the level? Oh my god. That is crazy. Yeah, sometimes the furniture is a little expensive at our restore when it's nice. Appliances are often pretty expensive too. Like, they'll be like used gas stoves for like 300 bucks. Like, you fucking kidding me? A new gas stove is like 500 bucks. Shut the fuck up and put a $100 sticker on it. The furniture is often expensive, but we found decent looking sectionals for 100, 150 bucks a couple of times. But I can imagine, too, with the furniture shortages especially, the furniture prices are going to be all over the map on stuff like that. But the other thing, too, that pisses me off with Goodwill, when places like Restore do that, but Goodwill always does it. Like, if somebody gives you this for free, and it's garbage, and then you charge a shitload for it, you're a fucking dick. You're a fucking dick. If you charge $25 for a nice couch at Goodwill, you're making infinity profit. if you charge $200 for a couch at Goodwill, you're making infinity profit and you're a dick because you're not helping poor people get a nice couch. Okay, now where? Okay, there was so much side stuff that made me feel like there was more level, and now it looks like when we're looking at it in the viewer that it's just tiny. There's literally nothing here. Yeah, it's literally just a teeny tiny level. These are all red herrings for nothing. That's great. That's fucking great. God, how would you even die here? All of that was just a setup. It's pretty good. It's pretty goddamn funny. Oh, that was a good one. Terafinn, thanks for dropping a level in the queue. You're the only one. I think you're next. Look at that. Instant service. That's what happens when it's slow. I did like that, though. That was really great. Is Warabi somebody we looked at other levels from? Maybe we're esports. Maybe we're coming back to this one. Oh, maybe all that help there, Colombit, and we finally have enough people to just start digging through their levels, too. Uncontrollable car. 3D World Troll level with a lot of likes. Oh, there's some funny looking stuff in here. Okay. It looks like they make a lot of troll levels, and some of them get a lot of likes. That's great. That's fucking great. Bamboozled me into the ending. All right. I can get a new gas stove for 300. Not a great gas stove, but it's new. Yeah, I'm sure there's really cheap ones. All the ones that we looked at around here were in the 500-ish range, and then Heidi ordered one from goddamn IKEA. LG. Been fine. A little cheap though. Touchscreen buttons, fake touchscreen buttons that never work when they get greasy, and I just hate it. Just put buttons and stuff. I'm gonna pull that control panel apart and put regular buttons in there, and it's gonna be really nice. Hopsicle-a-Jump. Your Honor, Mario will never be snowballing. Okay. What's that little snowflake? Direct Relief Charity. 2018. I was wrong? I saw some arrows and I did what they said, and it was wrong. Snowball. Oh, okay. We gotta hustle a little bit. Oh, yeah. I remember the old scratch and dent appliance stores. Or appliance stores that would sell you scratch and dent stuff for basically free. That's friggin' awesome. And it is really... Oh, that's not high enough. Really unfortunate that's not still a thing at all. The appliance places probably had a real sweet deal out of it, too, because for scratch and dent stuff, it's basically garbage anyhow. And if it was scratched and dented on the way to them, they probably just get to keep it. Like, just full on, like, well, we don't want to pay the $300 to friggin' ship it back, just friggin' keep it. We're not doing freight for one goddamn freezer or fridge or whatever. Okay. Maybe give me a safe spot here. Yeah, maybe give the player a safe spot there. I would strongly recommend a safe spot for the player there. Underneath the ice there, so, the player has some capacity to deal with being off cycle for that. Yeah, although I've never had to deal with or use an appliance warranty, it wouldn't surprise me if the appliance warranty came with, well, you still have to pay for labor or some other type of recoup thing built in. Oh yeah, we don't even really have a choice of the cycle that we're on here because we're just jumping into it. Yeah. I mean, it's still nice to have no matter what. But yeah, the fact that basically everybody violates the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act makes me extremely angry. And they don't even care. They do not care at all. Even Asus's warranties, there's been a big news item thing because they literally sent back a very big YouTuber's ROG Ally back to them because it had a microscopic dent in it, and they were like, oh, nope, can't warranty it. But we can make you pay hundreds of dollars, and then we'll fix it. And it was literally just a scam to recoup the cost of the warranty, which is illegal. It's a violation of federal law since like the 70s. And they don't care. Told them to call and tell them. They did, and they didn't, and the stove still has the issue. God damn it. That's a lot of it too, is sometimes people are too lazy. Really good warranty, they'll be like, yeah, we're gonna send somebody out right now and they're gonna deal with it. We're gonna schedule somebody and they'll come as soon as possible to deal with it. Okay, send it back, bounce on it on the hole. Good. Good, I get it. Oh, that's not super helpful. Warranty ended. They called the guy and they were like, well, the part is $200, you know? That's what happens if you wait. Yeah. A lot of people get weird fatigue about that kind of thing too. I should not have, and I won't again, but I recommended for Heidi a Surface Book. We had a couple rolled out at a place I previously worked at, and they were really cool, and it seemed like it would meet her needs. And the first Surface Book that she had issues, and then she warrantied it, and then the replacement one, which probably was the same one, had literally the exact same issues. And I told her, dude, warranty it again. We're gonna keep warrantying it until they send you one. She's like, no, I'll just use it like this. It's fine. Never fixed it. Never fixed it. Total piece of shit. She finally, I hope to get a different laptop that she likes. And I ended up, buying the old Surface Book off of her and then doing a bunch of research. And literally, it just needs a special compound to clean the connectors, and then it starts working again. I have no idea why Microsoft sucks so many dicks, but it wasn't even that hard to fix, and it really should have been something that Microsoft knew and just dealt with right away. Yeah, some people, but people's ability to suffer with something they don't know how to fix. Doing night theme for the second half here means you're going to be dealing with a lot of annoying platforming for something where we're going to have to be changing direction of stuff and responding quickly. I feel like ice really fights the theme of the level here a lot. Especially when in the first area we were already using ice selectively to control how the player was interacting with stuff. I don't understand what you want me to do here. How am I supposed to still have balls here? Yeah, exact expectation of the player here is difficult to get a handle on. Probably new. Just kept it for a bit and sent it back, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of times the repairs are handled by some third party, too, so it's not even necessarily Microsoft doing a terrible job. It's equally likely that it's some random third-party company who takes it and looks at it and they're like, this is fine. And they don't attempt to replicate it because the issue was intermittent. It was very clearly documented, like, hey, this is intermittent. Here's how it happens. But it was intermittent, but if you actually played with it for 20 minutes, you would definitely have it happen. But they turned it on, didn't see the issue, turned it off, turned it on, didn't see the issue, and then we're like, okay, nothing wrong, send it back, say we fixed it. Yeah, it's really unclear what you expect of the player at this point. I'm guessing you want me to bring 2 balls with me, and then I'm supposed to get up top and then jump on the second ball, but that should be easy to understand and clear. It should also be resettable if something goes wrong, or if the player accidentally suspends the snowball elsewhere. Yeah, we need to get out in front of the first snowball, it looks like. Oh. But it's holding back the idea you had here. First half was good. Second half, it seems like you didn't have a good idea of how to significantly change the way the player is bouncing on a snowball. So instead of introducing new snowball bouncing mechanics, or maybe having the snowballs bounce differently or go faster or get sped up or something, you tried to make the rest of it more difficult around it. Yeah, it's very difficult to get a handle on what you want the player to do here. Yeah, no, so many places that do repair work like that are an absolute racket. That's why it's unbelievably important to educate yourself. And like, yes, the person who was like, oh, I'm not an expert, but are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure it's literally just spark plugs. Knowing enough to spook them into being like, this guy might get me in trouble if I get caught, saves a ton of trouble. Except for doctors. They don't care because they have malpractice insurance. It is worth noting, if you have some time for it, you can take them to small claims over stuff like that. They may award a small punitive charge for them screwing you over, but there's also an equal chance that the old-ass fucking judge will be like, I don't know what's happening. Fuck you. I agreed to temporarily swap cars with a guy I didn't know at the time, but was a terrible, insufferable piece of shit. I knew he was annoying, but we didn't know he was an actual fucking demon. But we agreed to swap cars for a couple of weeks to assess if we wanted to trade cars. Camaro for a truck. And it was just a handshake agreement. The fucking guy just fucking ghosted us for months and months and months. And then we started bothering him to get the car back. And he's like, no, we traded. And we're like, dude, you know we didn't. None of us did that. All of this is made up. And then took us to small claims court, where we outlined for the judge, like, this is the agreement that we had. Some of our friends can testify to this and everything, too. We can have them give statements or whatever. And then they talked to the other guy, too. And it was just a judge, no jury or anything, just a judge in small court. And then the judge's conclusion is, well, this guy looks trustworthy. He seems trustworthy. He brought his father. He's very emotional. He seems very sad about what happened here. So I think that you guys are trying to pull a scam on him. So I order you to give him the title for your car. He was not ordered to provide the title for the truck either. So that was a fun thing that we got to deal with too. Judge just didn't like pierced punk guy next to the other guy. He just flat out made a judgment call. A horrible judgment call. That guy later became a heroin addict, and instead of trying to help somebody who was overdosing, just made out with him. It started doing CPR, but he clearly just, his desire to fuck the guy took over, and he just started kissing him. Impossible to get rid of that piece of shit. This was well after he stole a car from us. Impossible to keep that fucking guy out of my life, because he kept popping back up in heroin guy's life. He was just such a piece of shit. Every couple of years I get him fired from wherever he's working at now. Yeah, it's not hard. Oh. Yeah. For an alternator or something. We put 4 new alternators in because one spark plug was shorting out. Jesus Christ. I am not an expert, but by the time they're putting in a 3rd alternator, I feel like it's time to be like, maybe it's not the alternator. Yeah, see, if I could spawn snowballs from up here, I could sort out a way to do this, but it really seems like I'm supposed to jump off of the first one and proceed from there. It also seems like you split, probably right away. I don't think there's much to do here, but I think the level is significantly held back by not directing the player to where they need to go. Let me just YOLO here. But it definitely looks like I'm supposed to be able to land on something there, so I don't think YOLO is going to work. I like the first half. I feel like you deeply failed in your goals here in the second half, and it ruins it. Yeah, and it's weird to get that set up in the middle there, so yeah, it's just a mess. I really think you fucked it on the second half there. It's definitely worth another look, to try and make sure the player understands what you want them to do, one way or the other. Your very low clear rate there, too, makes me think that it's likely that's what's holding it back. Yeah, well, it's tough, especially with more modern cars, too. It's so hard to figure out exactly what you're dealing with. That's one of the reasons why I liked my old-ass 1970s Mercedes for so long, is it was very well documented. There was a very active community of, DIY repair people. And, extremely good documentation all over the place for it. It was great. Well, yeah, even cars in the 90s, you know, thought the coins made it clear. No, it didn't. It didn't stand out to me at all. I understood where I was supposed to go, but it was difficult for me to understand. Even if I was correct when I guessed that I was supposed to bounce up there on the first snowball and then wait for the second snowball and then fall down onto it from the mushroom platform, it still felt like it was difficult to do, and resetting if I screwed it up was extremely difficult to the point where it felt like this has to be wrong, right? I'm not supposed to be up here. I think that's what I was supposed to do, but it didn't feel correct. Let's take a look at that 3D World Troll that was in here. I like 3D World Trolls. Low clear rate for a troll level. We'll take a peek. But yeah, 70s, 80s a bit. Cars were definitely still meant to be maintained by the owner. Wow. That's fucking dumb. Come on. There was a transition to professional maintenance and then eventually to wanting to do as much in-house maintenance as possible. I did it again. I did it again exactly the same. Well, yeah, and that's part of it too, is if the spike hitboxes are making it difficult and it's hard to actually get back in position, that's where the design of the level could lend itself to making more sense. When you're also combining that with ice physics too, that's a constant present thing there too. That'll always kill me, won't it? Okay. Oh, is this the setup? The setup is it puts me in the hole. Yeah, I get it. I don't think the car can break. Oh, wait, now this can break. After the car's out of the way, that can do the thing. This feels like a lot for the start. Why doesn't that roll over? That's definitely why the clear rate is so goddamn low. Janky. Something's janky with that. Esports. Yeah, several of the cards I had from the 90s too just absolutely fell apart on me. Like, man, paper head gaskets, those cheap Saturn sedans they used to sell had the shittiest, totally unlined paper head gaskets. It was for sure designed to fail. That was the whole thought, is they wanted those to fail. Oh, that does work. Okay. That's really finicky. Yeah, that's fine. It's really finicky to get that right, but that does work. I didn't think that worked. Yeah, no, I'm not saying they were nice cars, but and I mean, they were meant to crumple. They were all as much plastic as they could get away with. They were meant to be cheap. That's a pretty funny setup. Oh. But the paper head gasket was just mean. The paper head gasket and the, I don't remember the exact model I had, but I do remember that when I sought professional help, they were like, it's not worth it, just get a different car, because, the engine was oriented in what was described to me as upside down position. So it was exceptionally difficult. Like, the entire car had to be disassembled to get to the head gasket. The level didn't say bye. The level was clear with its expectations. It was a different bye. Yeah, Terafinn, I'm definitely here to give feedback. And in general, it's not my goal to just clear a level, it's my goal to figure out if the level, like what I like and don't like about the level and how the level could be better. No matter what your difficulty goal is, I think it's really, really important for the player to understand what's expected of them. Fuck you, car. This is gonna break something, isn't it? Yep. Okay. That little death hole there actually works pretty nice. Yeah, maybe block me from going back to the pipe because, then you see exactly how you solve that when you go back through. I feel like this actually kind of could have used. It's fine. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go back. Maybe I need... Oh, no, I can't go back. Okay, good. Good. I figured something was fucking coming. Oh. That is very consistent once you sort it out. It felt like it was going to be really finicky, but it hasn't been a problem. Got the coin. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh. How the hell did that set off a bump? That's so weird. What state was the car in to even be able to bump? Yeah, this is all actually really smooth once we're doing it, so that's nice. Okay, that played out differently that time. Oh my god, seriously? Okay, wait, I know this one. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that just gets stuck. That one I've seen. Ah, shit. That seems right to me. Okay. So just get in there and touch it and then get out. Okay. Oh. Dude, I hate the fucking noose or 3D World grass track, the standard. Oh, hate it. Hate it so much. Hate the sack. as the lead there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think we were on it otherwise. I'm guessing we don't want to grab that key for a entity limit reason. But it might be... It's really funny that that bounced up here on my head. That entirely required me to be the spring. That is so great. Oh, that's great. What are you doing? No! Oh my god! Oh. I can't believe we just found this. I would play so much fucking Mario Maker if I could literally just go into the level browser and then find a list of levels like this. I would play them all, and I would get furious when they were gone, and I would, like, sign up for some kind of RSS feed that tells me when there's new ones. I probably could make a workflow out of it. Like, I could dedicate time on Thursdays while I'm doing, like, training material to, like, also look at pictures of levels in my Maker Central and pick a bunch of ones to look at that look really good. Oh, he's... What a goofy place to do nothing. Yeah, this is a good random pull from somebody who made good levels. Maybe that's a lot of Carl's curation too, is that he just picked up enough like good profiles that he could come back to. Maybe that would be a lot of it if I actually took good notes. Or my memory. Who of that? Guy pretending he gets any work done. I've done work before. Break it. And go. Wonder if I get in there, can I not get back? That might be what it is. I can't get back out of it. Oops. Yeah, man. If you don't move there at all, you get put into a really weird bump state really fast. I had to make like 5 phone calls today. A lot of phone calls. Just go. Go. Starting to get hot. Yeah, 72. Let me see. That's a lot. That was a lot of phone calls. A lot of people needed phone calls. Okay, if we wait there at all, then it's fine. No, I think we're good. I think we just go. Yeah, as long as we don't roll there. There we go. We just needed to not touch us the first time, then we're... No! God damn it! Oh, motherfucker! Oh, you fucking dick. Oh. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's what happens. I would like the checkpoint now, though. That was pretty annoying. Yeah, I fear that a little bit with electric cars, too, is that the systems are getting so much more complicated that home maintenance just won't be possible, and that, they will just end up being bricked. Like, eventually we'll get to, like, a 10-year point, and they'll we'll start seeing like, well, we can't continue to support the features necessary for this car to work. So, we're pulling support. You're going to need to send it off to the junker within the next 30 days. No, don't touch me. There we go. Goddamn bouncer. The goddamn buried bouncer. Uh-oh. Oh, he can't get back either, so we have to hit that right the first time. And on the one hand, I want to believe, like, cars are too expensive. We couldn't have that happen. Not really. Then, on the other hand, esports. That Spotify car thing that just almost turned into exactly that. That toothbrush that just got bricked. So many things like that. Yeah, we might see a lot of that, but with the highway transportation people wanting to have a lot of insight into that, I wonder if they'll be like, no, it's illegal to use third-party firmware for your EVs. You have to use manufacturer firmware, and it's a felony not to. And if it's already out of support, like, somebody has to pay for that. We could see huge third-party, like, support systems spring up, but who knows if it turns into, like, a racket, too. Like, instead of, because the third party has to be approved, then that turns into somebody being like, I'm the third-party firmware guy. And if you want a third-party firmware, you have to have a third-party firmware box, and the box is $8,000. No. Oh my god. That was fucking goofy. Yeah, hopefully that'll be the case. Like, it's not like you can't drive a Tesla without autopilot or all the other things. I assume there's a functional mode if it has no data connection, that the car is still operational. And ideally... What am I doing here? I'm just gonna go for it. Now it's my car. Ideally, we would see legislation that, like, forces that to be the case. Like, no, you have to. You absolutely must. Killed me. Oh my god, donut block. You absolutely must allow the car, to operate without a data connection. You can't make it a mandatory component of the car, is that it must have a data connection to your service or whatever. That I don't know. But I would like to hope that's not possible, but I have no idea. Reboot it while it's driving. But can you have no data? Can you have absolutely no data connection? Can you just shut off all data? If there's a total network outage in the area, if all the 4G and 5G and 1X and everything, all cell is down, it works, yeah. I feel like as long as there's some basic consumer protections there, and it's not like the cars haven't often been a big target for consumer protections because they're so goddamn expensive. Oh my god, I can't believe that kills you. As long as there's some consideration there for that, is making sure that they'll operate without connection to their manufacturer. Oh my god. It should be pretty hard for that to ever actually be really horrible, but I mean, you never know. Well, for several weeks even, that's good. I always go back to that fucking, let me look it up because it's gonna sound crazy. The light bulb convention where they did the thing where they all agreed not to let light bulbs last more than like a year or whatever. It's called the Phoebus Cartel. There we go. The real thing. All the light bulb manufacturers in like 1925 all agreed to be like, you know what? Let's not let light bulbs last too long. It's not like they stop. It's not like companies stop figuring out ways to be horrible. It's got really good at it. I needed that. I definitely need that. Wait, no, there's no way I can get in there. Okay. Esports. Oh god, and if we see a shift towards... a massive shift towards electrical cars, that reboot could be an opportunity for a lot more shady shit, too, of a wildly different spread of companies having control. Back off, Goomba. This is what we're doing. We didn't reward legitimately good and honest companies with our money. Yeah. Well, at the time, there were so few people making light bulbs that it was relatively easy for them to essentially, yeah, to form a cartel. To prevent... What? No! You fucker! This fucking level has been fucking excellent! I cannot believe how much dumb shit they have managed to do with the cars! Oh... I'm gonna send this level code to box. What the fuck is this level? Oh. Do 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 do. I hate this fucking song. Here's the level code. I assume box is passed out. Oh my god. I think a lot of the problem is that we almost entirely praise number go up as the absolute end-all, be-all indicator of success and profitability and viability. Very much passed out. Makes sense. Send this level code to him. Really good. Really good. Yeah, do this, and then push. Do 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 do. So just go in the hole? I think I just go in the hole. Just go in the hole. Oh my god, just go in the hole and don't break the block. What? Break the block! Oh my god. I literally just need to ignore the car and go down there. Almost always, like, move fast and break things, even before that was the big Silicon Valley thing, has been viable because if you can make something profitable and make more money than what it would cost you to pay for the consequences, they're not real consequences. They're just a cost of doing business. And boy, that perspective has really, really fucked with some shit. The fuck? I'm just gonna do the thing that you tell me to do. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of cars and icicles. Sports. Burp taste is really weird. Okay, coffee gone. I wish that was a little bit less tight. It can be a little annoying to work around the skip squeak there. It's not the end of the world, but it is annoying. Too much room, not enough zoom. Too much icicle. Oh my god. And if you think you're in the right spot, he also scoots a little bit too. I think for a lot of things, we would have been better served if just being evil was more illegal. Oh, sorry, that's evil. Yeah, but we're gonna make so much money. Yeah, I know, but you can't do it. We'll just take the whole company away and melt it. Touch the butt and paid the price. That's Luigi on screen, and he's allowed to touch the butt. Okay, yeah, that was a weird fringe case of icicles being really, really weird at the edge of the when you're right next to them. Not just super rich, not just the super rich, yeah. Gandhi, we have some simulations of that, and it's called The Purge. Wait, I can still... Oh! I could almost still save it. Okay, go in the hole with the bike. Oh. Oh! Yeah, I don't know why at some point, like, even in the 90s, it had to have been a thing where people realized, like, well, we can just afford the fine if we don't get caught for long enough. So we'll just do these horrible things fast enough that the fine doesn't matter. And someone should have figured that out and been like, okay, if you do this, you're gonna have to pay the fine, plus all the money you made is the fine, plus you have to give everybody in America like $2,000, and they get to piss on you. Like, we needed more cruelty, more humiliation, and more actual accountability. But I think the thing there is how much goddamn money, well, one, how all of that probably boils down to the fucking stock market. You fucker! That's fucked. How much that boils down to, money transactions, stock market, stock trades, and those things, and how those things have been entangled with our legislative branches for an extremely long time, at least as long as that's been a problem. And I would bet that the synergy there has allowed a lot of evil to be perpetuated. Yeah. I mean, it's always been a thing. There's always been people taking advantage of that stuff and skating under the radar. We can watch better now. But the solution of that is the same thing as piracy. Like, if you don't want people to steal games, and they're easy to buy and easier to afford, most people stop stealing stuff when they're less poor. And the people who don't will always steal stuff. It's not that hard to, one, figure out who are bastards by watching them, like how Nancy Pelosi is better at the stock market than Warren Buffett, because obviously she's cheating. Or her husband is, whatever. Fuck both of them. Fuck them both in the ass. Make that stop. Be like, no, we know what you're doing. We're gonna find out, and you're gonna owe us 1,000,000 times what it was. You're gonna lose your job, and we're gonna take every cent you earn until it's paid back, and we're gonna work you like a slave. I mean, we literally could. You'd commit a crime, slavery is legal as punishment. So start making slaves out of some goddamn senators. I would love to buy a senator. I would work the shit out of Nancy Pelosi. I would break her back in my yard. Oh. Weird. Okay. What's gonna happen? I'm not gonna do what I needed the cat suit. Why is the icicle like this? And then on the other side of that, the other side of all that is pay senators enough so that they don't want to steal money. Pay the legislators enough so that they just make enough money. That it's easier to just be rich in sports than it is to be evil so you get super rich. I would be significantly more interested in trying to pursue government work if it paid an absolute, like, insane shitload. If, as a lawmaker, I was just guaranteed to make $500,000 a year, and honestly, it would probably be cheaper to pay them an appropriate amount than it is to deal with what we deal with now. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, I'm going full slave. Like, ankle chains and everything. Then you don't have to trust them as far as you can throw them. Although I feel like if you had Nancy Pelosi as a slave, you'd also want to be like, you know what? Here, I'm chaining you to this computer, trade stocks. And once you're as profitable as you were as a legislator, then you get to be free. That's your punishment. That's the punishment that fits the crime. Aww. How am I gonna do that? Couldn't trust him to do the job well. No, no, you could not. You'd wake up one day and discover all your cell phones are stolen, and now it's illegal. Now they finally passed an amendment, and it's that you are not allowed to do the thing that you're doing. And like 10 other horrible things are legal that they had to trade for. Strongest person is almost, it's always the most, right? Okay, that's, very liberal of you. That's the full authoritarian, that's like the tanky mentality. Oh. Government should just hurt the people who are physically instead of financially. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. However, if you paid cashiers a lot more, it would be easier to find really good cashiers. I mean, I would like them to do cage fights. I don't know if I'd want to watch it. I think it could just make me even angrier. Like, it'd be one of those things that sounds funny, and then all of a sudden I'm just so angry I can't breathe. Because, wait, this isn't solving anything. This is dumb. But, like if they all tried to kill each other. That is what happens if I do it again. Okay. Can't break it. It's just weird that we don't have actual civil servants who want to do civil work for reasonable pay. I mean, they get to fly all the time. They get to travel all the time. Aw. That's pretty cool. They don't work the whole year. That's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot there that's pretty cool. And it's not garbage wage. I think they make like 120 or 150K. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always a balance of that, too. And it sucks that that is how it works. And it really, really sucks because it also means that some of these really vital jobs that anybody can do are often filled with the worst goddamn people. Because there are a lot of people who are below average. It's about half of all people are below average. About half of them are extremely below it. And at least some of them are above average liars. Guessers. Somehow I feel like that was on purpose. I don't know how, but somehow he made me do that. I honestly think one thing that would really help too, like, I feel like, especially talking to like people I know who are still like total poor shitboxes now, who never ever like climbed out, who never cared to climb out, they just got used to it. They adjusted to it, and that's their world now, is they're gonna be bartenders and dipshits for the rest of their life. They're gonna buy beer every single night at the fucking gas station instead of buying like a giant pack at the grocery store once a week because they're stupid and that's their life. That's their goddamn stupid life. But if we honestly had it, not even necessarily universal basic income, it's probably the easiest possible way to do it. But if we just had guaranteed food, guaranteed shelter for every single person in America, I would imagine that so many people would just be less shitty. Like, a lot of that extreme survivalist mentality that you get into when you're looking to survive every goddamn day, and it makes you kind of a shitty person and shitty to everybody, goes away. Will go away. And some people are going to be, I mean, they're wealthy Karens. They're awful people everywhere. So what's the real answer here? That. Probably take damage there twice and then go through the icicle? That's finicky. It's finicky. Oh, yeah. So, in a bunch of places in Wisconsin, you can get beer till midnight, but it's often not available at grocery stores. At least when I was younger, that was the case, is you could get beer until midnight at gas stations. But a lot of the liquor stores just didn't sell beer, or weren't open, or whatever. I don't remember what the case was, but so many people would buy overpriced beer every single night instead of getting it ahead of time because they had absolutely no foresight. That idiot heroin-addicted roommate I mentioned did that literally every night. He is still that idiot. Yeah. Stop treating homeless people like criminals would be helpful. That would be a big step forward for a lot of that. But finding some way to make absolutely certain that everybody, you can get beer anywhere except in a liquor store, that's weird. That might have been the case. Maybe they didn't have beer in liquor stores. Maybe it was separate. I do not remember. I did not really drink much at all at the time either, so I wasn't really connected. It could have been something like that, but I know you could get beer until midnight. I remember that was a thing. But it was a hassle. And it was expensive. So what happens if I do this way now? Oh, then I won't have the catsuit. Right. Oh, I get the catsuit anyway. That's what that sound was. There we go. Okay. That was a finicky order of operations thing that I don't feel like actually suited the tone of the level well. It doesn't ruin it, but it was annoying. Is that seriously a preventer to get up there with the catsuit? I feel like I needed to hang on to it for so long that it feels weird that you want me to drop it here. Yeah, but I'm gonna go do it. Yeah, I don't understand what the restriction is, especially when bars have been open until 3 forever. So I don't understand why anybody would want to put a restriction on when you can purchase alcohol for consuming at home, which I feel like is objectively the safest goddamn place to do it. That was weird. What are you gonna do? Okay, there's no way I need that car anyway, so we'll just do that. That's fine. All fine. Are you kidding me? Mean. Almost got me. Are you kidding me again? These are getting worse. These are getting worse. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Fucking dick. Oh my god, the number of shifts in the cars has been out of control. Oh my god. But it's a little bizarre to allow, at least here in Wisconsin, you can drink until I think 3 a.m. is last call, or 3:30, when you can't sell alcohol anymore. But you can't buy alcohol in stores until that point. And I have trouble understanding how that justification makes any sense and doesn't line up. Like, if you can drink alcohol and then go get in your car until 3:30 in the morning, you probably should be able to drive to a liquor store and buy. But, you know, maybe down there, too. That's probably... Gandhi, that's honestly probably a big difference, too, is, down there in, New Jersey, I think, you're not really having to deal with... I assume, at least, that it's one of those states where the bars cut people off when they've had way too much to drink, when they're severely intoxicated, or maybe even try to limit you to 1 drink an hour. Whereas, in Wisconsin, the bartenders will serve you until you have alcohol poisoning, and they'll give you 1 more shot while the ambulance is coming. That I've been in other states. I was in drinking with a buddy in Boise, Idaho, Iowa, Idaho, whatever the fuck Boise is. I finished my first drink. I needed that. Yeah, I needed that to still work. Me. Yeah, I can't do it with the side roll. I believe they can cut you off here. Yeah. I mean, they can cut you off here, too. They're supposed to cut you off. There's, in most large cities, there's free taxis out of the bar from any bar. Like, you just tell the bartender, I'm too drunk to drive, and you get a free taxi. People don't do it. Everyone drives drunk constantly. I know very, very few people who won't drive. They cut my buddy off after 2 drinks. Yeah, when I was in Idaho. Iowa? Where the fuck is Boise? When I was in Boise, I worked through Whiskey Sour, Idaho. I worked through a Whiskey Sour really fast. Which happens. I'll usually drink my first drink pretty fast, and I'll nurse drinks going forward from there. And they literally like, no, you just had a drink. Like, yeah, I know. 10 minutes ago. Give me another one. What are you doing? Which blew me away, and I've heard that a lot of states are like that. I'm losing it. I'm losing all my memories. Wait, 2 drinks no matter what? Like, not 2 drinks in an hour, just like 2 drinks and that's it? I honestly would be fine with that. It would be hard to propose an alcohol restriction that I wouldn't get into. I honestly wouldn't be mad if we shut down the Tavern League and we were like, no more bars. 1 drink maximum with food at a place, and that's it. That's all you get. You can have 1 drink before your food and 1 drink with your food, and that's the maximum. 2 drinks maximum, no questions asked. Hell, leave the bars open, just 2 drink maximum. Drink at home, man. Start drinking at home. It's way cheaper to drink at home. It's way smarter to drink at home. Less people are going to drive if you're drinking at home. You have to wait until the bar fells have been long enough. Yeah. Yeah, so probably trying to maintain that, like, 1 drink an hour maximum type of thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's finicky. That's finicky and a little tough to get exactly right every time. Yeah, the free taxes is definitely like it's a catastrophe in Wisconsin thing. I don't go out and drink very often, so I don't know if it's the case, if they started doing it, but I never see it when I'm driving. I also avoid driving during the drunk times. But I've literally never seen a drunk driving traffic stops. I've never seen them doing like breathalyzers or traffic or testing people's alcohol levels, or doing like those traffic points they do in other states where they'll stop people, where they'll stop large groups. Because I honestly bet they can't do that type of thing, like those large checkpoints, the traffic checkpoints, because the jails could not hold that many people. Because no matter what, they would immediately fill every jail in the state. It wouldn't matter where they did it. If they did it in central Wisconsin, and they had 4 cops doing it, they would run out of room and they would just start filling all the jails around it until they were out. They would be like, dude, we just arrested every single person. There's no people left in the city. They're all in jail. Chuck E. Cheese scans your ID and limits your beers to 2 per hour and a max of 4. How's 4 beers in 2 hours? Can you get drunk on 4 beers in 2 hours? You also have to tell people to leave and deny them service if they come in more than 2 times in one day. Yeah, you work at a liquor store, right? That seems crazy for a liquor store, but I also feel like it's hard to be like, why would you need to come to a liquor store 3 times in a day? Why would you need, like, by the 3rd time you're at a liquor store, it's like, dude, you have a problem with planning. And if you have this big a problem with planning, yeah, you probably shouldn't be allowed to drive or come to a liquor store. Oh, that's where it comes out of. Damn it. See, I was just going to delay up there for a second and see what happens. Oh, that's actually a good thought. That might have started as a anti-homeless legislature. Which is even worse, because then it's not even like a drunk driving thing. Because if somebody is buying alcohol 3 times, they're almost for sure drinking all of it and going to get more. Which means it's very likely they're going to get it drunk, which is fucked. It is unbelievable how people do not feel bad for driving drunk. They really should. Oh my god. Their money less green? Well, no, it's just that, you know, if I have a bunch of heroin, is your money less green? I think the idea is that using the drug in some ways is illegal. What's really weird, you see that, I see that once in a while, buying alcohol. Like, why are you arguing when you, and then they show them the ID, like, oh, come on, you know I'm old enough. Well, no, I have to scan it for the thing, blah, blah. Oh, just tell it I'm over 50. No, I have to scan it. Well, and then they hand it over, and then it's fine. It's like, why are you even doing, why are you bothering? You're old enough to buy alcohol. You're old enough to know how this works. Give me your goddamn ID. Because, yeah, grocery stores around here, they have to scan it. They have to scan the ID to, like, see how old you are. I like that that works both ways. That's cool. That also makes it more likely that the swamp troll will land, which is also pretty funny. Oh my god, but that whole thing is so finicky to get right. I can see why it's... I definitely understand why it would be weird to limit it if it was a store and anything other than a liquor store trying to limit it. But I feel like if you go to a liquor store 3 times in a day to buy liquor, you're for sure driving drunk. You're almost certainly driving drunk. Esports. And if it's for like a party or something, like if there's some fringe case where it's like, no, I just keep needing to buy more alcohol for a large group, send somebody else from the group. Yeah, send somebody else. Are you hosting some kind of party where there is only one person who can possibly get more alcohol? Because all the rest of them are minors? Getting a bunch of teenagers super drunk. Maybe there's another place I could bash it? Or because everybody else is drunk? Well, have you ever been at a party where you had to stay sober so that you could go buy more alcohol 3 times? But everybody else was drunk? Because if everybody else is drunk, you're drunk too. And then same case applies. You're driving drunk. I'm not sure what the troll is in this little room. But it hasn't managed to land, which I accept. Okay. Go to that cloud. There. Now kill the mouse. Now get in the car. No! No! It doesn't have to be like this. Oh, God. Just let me go. Just let me go. Oh. I immediately was like, wait, I should get out of the car, shouldn't I? Oh, my God. It has been a moment. Silent Boy, how you doing tonight? Just let me go. Don't wall me off. You don't have to do this. You don't have to. Oh, no. You're getting one-ups, yeah. That'll be real helpful. I do really wish they tallied that. It would be cool to see like a one-up and a coin score at the end. There's so much information that they could be gathering that could be entertaining to know. They just don't. Doing pretty good. How you doing, Silent Boy? Did you stop playing Mario Maker for a while? Did you find something else to get fixated on? Then you came crawling back. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some cases where someone might need to buy alcohol more than once in a day from the same store. But even then, you can go to a different liquor store. Like, there are a lot of alternatives to just that one liquor store. But I do think that if you are needing to do that, in 99% of cases, it means you're driving drunk to get there. Okay, I hate that. There we go. We are, oh, just stop submitting levels. So depressed. I don't know what the setup in this room is. Weird. Oh, didn't have Switch Online. I get you. Although you can still submit levels, you just can't upload new ones. Or get the... Well, no, you can get the level codes from Maker Central. There are 3 other liquor stores on the same corner. Wow, yeah, that also... Oh, that also helps. Okay. Okay. We did it. That was great. That was really great, but it gets a little rough around the edges at the end. Not a catastrophe by any means, but starts to get a little tiny bit rough. I'm working on your own game. What are you building it in? Godot? Okay. I have to piss really bad. No, you can't drink in your car. They're crazy about drinking in your car. Cops are such fucking dicks about it. Even I've heard of people getting tickets from being in the driver's seat without keys in the ignition, that they'll still get you if you're drinking or apparently drunk. I know they like to get you if your keys are in the ignition, even if it's not running. Where's the fucking piss break? There we go.
It's never too late to say your name. If you find it difficult to get into the right state, entertain the idea of this ancient saying, if you want cheese you must accept space. It's never too late to live forever. Keep your eyes closed. To achieve the right state, contemplate these words of wisdom. Those who handle evil, accept distribution of wealth. Gather lusts and do something normal. That's what God wants. Stay focused on your breath. Your ego is letting go of your physical self.
Oh, working on Metroidvania. I like Metroidvanias. I'll yell at it when it's done. But man, I can't stress enough. Depending on how not deep you are, how much better an idea it would be to invest in Unity or Godot or Unreal. Both also have a lot of like object-oriented building stuff where you don't need necessarily to play around under the hood, but expose it as well. The other thing that's worth noting is Game Maker Studio is coding, but it's not a real language. It's their own language. So it's kind of like learning Pig Latin. And a lot of the things, like a lot of the things that make Game Maker Studio seem easy are the things that make Game Maker Studio really limited to. SF8. 8. New Jersey, you can't even have an empty bottle in your vehicle. You get fined per open container if you get caught. Yeah, well, it's weird. Like in Chicago, they expect you, and you're allowed to bring your own alcohol into places, and that's often done. People drink on fucking trains. Some places just don't give a shit about it. Open intoxicants. 7XG. Play 7 Castle. Hello, bud. Now you finally learned to put in power-up. Skip over it. 7 Castle. There we go. Close the queue. Close to the end of the night. Been kind of a slow night. Not too slow. We found stuff to do. Made a lot of new levels. Yeah, it looked like it. Looks nice. Looks like there are more Luigi snowmen. Ow. Okay. Pretty easy to not see the saw blades there. Hi, Pud. What's up with you, buddy? Yeah, actually, we scroll the camera up, and we can't see the saw blades. And it was pretty easy to accidentally plop in there to look at what's under there. Learned, I guess, but maybe make sure the player can see it before they can fall in there. Yeah, I don't know exactly how strict they are in Wisconsin. I mean, you hear stories of stuff from people too, so they're probably really strict if they're looking for something to piss you off about. But whenever I've had an open alcohol bottle I was bringing to like drink somewhere, I put it in the fucking trunk. Because the trunk is a separate area. I'm pretty sure they can't get me on it being in the trunk. I'm also like 80% sure if they ask me to open the trunk, I can be like, show me a warrant. But I'm not 100. Oh, you don't have a trunk. Well, that'll get you. You know what I bet you could do? I bet you could strap it to the rear of your vehicle. Yeah, put it in the truck bed. I bet they couldn't get you if it's in your truck bed, because that's not in the vehicle, but maybe they can. Do. Couldn't I lure one of these backwards to open the open that fiery part for me? What happens if I try to do that? Will you bounce backwards and offer me cheese? Nope, he gets turned back around. We could see it, and it would give cause for a search even if I said no. Yeah, open truck bed, they can definitely see that. No, go poking around. Esports. Ooh, look at that, a power-up. Yeah, how are you going to make a Metroidvania game? Is it going to be hard to give the player things that, you know, make the game, give them more hits? An energy tank even? Oh. You can go back and get one. I'm like 99% sure that was you, who refused to put power-ups in your levels forever. Just stick a cork in it, secure it in the back seat, and pray I don't get pulled over. Yeah. One thing I always wondered, I dated a gal who was pretty into marijuana and liked bringing it back from over the border. I always wondered if you had it in a locked safe in your trunk, if that would constitute something they couldn't search. Like, even if they could smell it, you could be like, well, no, you can open the trunk. Okay, what's in the safe? Open the safe. No, I don't know the combination. Get a warrant. It's not my safe. I don't know whose that is. Count this as a not normal level? Oof. Yeah, people like power-ups. Oh, and if you ever want me to take a look at the Metroidvania once you actually start having actual structure together down the road, I absolutely will. I'm going to be a lot harsher, though. Especially if your goal is to sell it, to make money, you definitely want to make sure that you are considering the audience. And especially for Metroidvania games, I am the audience. Yeah, voracious consumer. You can get hit multiple times. Yeah, it's nice. I like getting hit multiple times. Oh, you mean in-game, yeah. That's nice. People like that. Even in Dark Souls, you get a lot of hits. I really think the Dark Souls and Elden Ring really mastered. Do I need this? This is confusing. I have 2 paths, and this one has a boss in it. Really mastered a really good way to deal with healing and damage and dealing with that, and like setting up boss fights in a way that you basically have small healing windows. So even when you have a lot of healing available to you, that doesn't mean you have infinite health to this boss. It means that you will be able to make the best possible use of any healing windows you may be able to make or open up. Yeah, awkward. Pretty easy to cheese. Don't need the key. Or don't obviously need the key right away. Okay, we can get down here and see we need the key. And then we can go back up and get it. But see, then I want to go and look down there and see what's down there. Is that death? Because if that's death, I feel like that should be more clear. Yeah, I just meant more in general in response to like how difficulty and challenge works with not giving player, like, very few games are fun to play hitless. And that extends to Mario Maker, although it's a shorter experience, so you can deal with that, but like games where you actually have to play completely hitless usually are structured very differently, like Celeste, but you have checkpoints constantly. And you respawn instantly. I only don't give power-ups in Mario Maker. You should get in the habit. Because then next it'll be, well, I only don't make fun platforming in Game Maker games. Yeah, that was fine. There's some potential confusion there with that pit. Let me see what that looks like in the level viewer here. Was that pit literally in a death pit? Yeah, that's just a death pit, but we couldn't see the bottom. Like, in that case, either make sure the door is at the bottom so it's clear the player's camera is scrolled down and they're at the very bottom of the screen where that pit was that I was critical of, or put spikes at the bottom of the screen so the player can see, oh, I don't want to go down there. But yeah, it all worked. You had a pretty clear theme with the fire that was fun to play through. Yeah. And then we continued. There were some opportunities for the player to get dead from burning stuff they didn't need to, and some weird structure, but nothing that absolutely breaks it. Click. Here we go. The Mario Maker exclusive. 10:45. We'll do a little bit of endless here. Oh, actually, no. We will see if we can find one more good one with that maker that we were looking at here before we wrap up here. Those are relatively short, so we can get started on something, then I'll have something to start with on Monday that I'll have the download on a little bit. The difficulty here was mostly meant to be platforming. Platforming is generally the core of glitch-free. Is generally the core of a Metroidvania title for the most part. I picked up Animal Well. I haven't started it yet. I've been watching it for a while, but it was really surprising to see all the crazy hype around it. So I'm pretty excited to take a look at it. But it might have just been some of that weird solo dev hype that you get. Yeah. Very well regarded. I'm pretty sure that's not glitch-free. Okay, now how do I leave? God, what is the setup? What happened here? Oh, I got through. Oh, weird. Okay. So we have drawn, we gotta look at that in the viewer. Okay. Pull it up in the viewer and pull it up where we can see it. I kind of wish we could see how that works. We have this setup that hits a block. Does something hit all the blocks? Sports. Oh, that hits a POW, which then opens up every one of these vine blocks. That I assume can't do anything because they're... No, they're not on a solid thing. They are on track, so they should be able to be all viney. That is so weird. So they're just ahead of me on the auto scroll, so I can't see the setup. Okay. I wonder what the hell that is. I really wish we could see that without auto scroll. So we could see what the hell's going on in there. Because it's clearly something with the vine overgrowth setting that off, so it sets up that really weird looking thing. But crazy. That's neat. Yeah, Animal Well looks pretty good. Really, really interesting art style. Translate. Translate for me, translator. One-shot Mario crown boost. There is a way to accelerate and move forward using only crowns. I'm guessing it's mistranslating clowns. Yeah, Animal Well looks really good. Ultros, I have been meaning to get back to, but I've been distracted by other stuff. Get stun mechanic and a double jump to begin with. That's an okay way to deal with the double jump problem. Oh, I don't know how I did it last time. Oh, I'm dead. How did I bounce the first time? Oh, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. Yeah. Yeah, double jump is definitely a boring locking key thing that we're all pretty used to at this point. Some people try to mix it up with the way they do double jump. But, you know, we're all pretty used to an air dash and then the directional air dash at this point, too. Grappling hooks, I think, are one of those places where it's almost expected, but there's a ton of really fun things you can do. One of the most fun grappling hooks I ever used was, Environmental Station Alpha. But I really liked a grappling hook he showed in beta that, I'm not going to find it right now, but it essentially attached to any background wall, so he could still make it not doable in some places. But essentially you would jump, and then you would grapple, and it would just shoot the hook up to the background wall above you, and then depending on your trajectory, you would yank and then basically double jump again. But where you grappled to could significantly change, like let's say you jump and then grapple here, significantly change your trajectory, which he ended up not using in the game, and I feel like that was too bad. Okay, we got to catch it a little bit on the left so we get bounced. I get it. Yeah, I always thought that was a really, really cool idea for how to basically use a fun grappling hook as a double jump. And to do something really interesting with the grappling hook. But I will say, whatever you do something really fun with the grappling hook. Grappling hooks are a lot of fun. Oops. Oh, there's too many. I get it. I don't care. I'm leaving. Oh. That's too many for a cute little Unomas thing. Okay, translate. Fire. Step on snowballs to endure until the switch turns off. No thanks. Troll. Troll. Link troll. I think I had a couple other really good ones on the list here. Yeah, Animal Wells right on top of the play next pile here. Umber Call looked like it might end up being good. It's weird art style, but I usually like the stuff Intai Creates does. What else do we have here? Oh, Crypt Custodian looked really good. That won't be exactly a Metroidvania. It'll probably be a Metroidvania E Zelda. Oh, something else in there that was really good too. Oh, Pompous and Celine looked really good. Lama Lana without the madness, probably. Yeah, Super Metroid's a pretty generic grapple. The basic 45-degree grapple kind of thing. Did something similar in Axiom Verge. What are we doing here? Oh, good. Good. Good level. That's funny. I don't know how that catches you exactly, but it's pretty funny. And that's the rest. That's it. That's the whole thing. Good level. Good little level. Yeah, I'm trying to think of games that had really fun grappling hooks. Hey, Case, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you probably next week. Pud will be lonely until you are here to give him treats. That was fun. Pud, you hear that? No more treats. A good last few minutes, I will. Probably. These have been real good so far, though. And the queue's closed. Fortress. Just a regular-ass fortress level. Here's the troll level we did. One-shot Mario fluffy small jump. Wow. Squish the kitties for me. I will if they come. No, they're not near me. Yeah. Only up level. That's probably bad. No, they're labeled trolls, actually, it looks like. They had a... Oh, there's one. No hidden block. Goal 10 spaces ahead. No hidden block. Peek. Can be later. It will be. They do get a lot. Crackers likes to sit on my lap. Pud likes to be near me, but not within eye shot. Weird. Yeah, have a good night. See you later. Weird level. Okay, that's why that's set up like that. That's a catch. Okay. Wow. We broke it. We broke it a little bit. So do I actually want to head left then? Is that the plan? Nope. I don't get the sound car if I head left. Weird. So a lot of the setup is dynamic and based on what I do. What a weird level. What a weird goddamn level. Yep. Oh. Okay, I think that's almost it. This is a fun level. You're kind of building your own fucking... It's cute. It's cute. It's a lot of random shit, but it's short. And the random shit's kind of funny. Like, it's got a clever hook for what is essentially a bunch of fucking nonsense. Yeah, so it's a lot of nonsense in one spot. Hello? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's gonna be fun to look at in the viewer. That was really cute. Oh. Whew. That was great. It's real funny. Yeah, let's pull that up in the viewer. Oh man, the top of it just looks like one of those horrible shitpost levels people used to make, where you were navigating some goofy-ass, nasty little maze. Yeah, good level. That was fun. What a bunch of weird shit they set up there. How well set... That was set up so well, too. That has 538 boos? What the fuck? Dicks. What a good level, though. That was fun. Oh, yeah. That was fun. That was a good one. I like this creator. I think we're almost at the end of their troll levels, though. Unless they're not labeled. Yeah, I think the rest aren't trolls. That's too bad, because they've made some really good ones. It's a troll level. It was a troll level, yeah. Yeah, but it was simple. It was simple, nice ones. You'd think people would be nice, but you never know. Okay, well, it's time for bed. You guys have a good night. I'll be back Monday doing more Mario Maker. Yelling at levels, doing the thing. Esports, good luck on your game. Silent Boy, I'm out of here. Goodbye.